In this video, I'm going to explain about if statement. So this if statement is a decision control statement, or we call it decision making statement. So there are many different types of decision making statements. In that, conditional branching statement or unconditional branching statement. Okay, this is also called as a branching statements also. Branching statements may be conditional branching statement or unconditional branching statements. See, conditional branching statements means based on some conditions, we are going to decide whether we need to execute some part of the code or not. See, because till now we discussed so many problems. Okay, so we discussed this problem. So in this program, see, all these statements execute one after the another. This is for the typecasting example, what we discussed in the last video. So here, all these statements are executed one after the other in a serial fashion. Okay, first this statement will execute, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Here, all the statements are executed in sequence. So that means, for example, suppose if I write some lines of programs, so here all these lines of this program executed one after the another in a serial fashion. Okay, without skipping anything. But there are some situation will come. Assume I executed first two statements are over. Assume first two statements are over, executed. Now when it comes to third statement, assume this is the conditional statement or branching statement. So there we are checking the condition, and based on the condition, now I need to decide whether I need to execute these statements or not. Okay. For example, now I'll say these two statements. Okay. Now we see the third statement. Third statement is a conditional statement. So now this statement is a conditional statement. Now based on the condition is true. The condition is true, then only it will execute these two statements. Whatever I marked in red. Okay, this statement will execute only condition is true. If the condition is false, control simply skips this and comes to the next instruction. That means sometimes I need to execute this instruction, sometimes I have to skip this instruction. For that purpose, we go for what? If statement. Okay. So the general syntax of if statement is, see, we are using if statement whenever we are checking some condition. That's it. Okay. Assume there are some statements are there, some statement we don't know, some statements will be there. After that, assume now I return some thing. So that is if this is the word keyword. Okay, it's a small letter you have to write. This is a keyword. That means it's not predefined. So compiler know what is the meaning of if. Okay, so this is a keyword, and then followed by, so within the parenthesis we need to write whatever the condition we are going to check, that we need to write. Okay, so this will call as an if statement. Now remember, we should not use semicolon for the if statement. No semicolon for this statement, but for all the remaining statements, there will be semicolon is there. Semicolon is there. Okay. So now after that, so now we will use this pair of curly braces indicates the statement whatever I written inside this if condition. So this will call if block statements. Okay. So now I will call this statement as if block statements. If block statements. Okay, so now these if block statements, all these statements inside these braces, these will execute only whenever the condition is true. Suppose if the condition is false, control come outside the if block and execute the first statement after the if block. Okay, so this is the general syntax of the if block. Okay, now I'll explain. See, assume these three statements executed sequential order. When the control comes to this statement, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, what happens? Control enters into the first statement with the if block and execute all the statements of the if block. After executing all the statements of the if block, control goes to the first statement out of the if block and execute, and again resumes like this. Okay, to continue like this. Okay, this is when the condition is what? True. The condition is true, control comes inside, execute all the statements within the if block statement and comes out of the if block and execute the first statement. Okay, suppose if the condition is false, now control comes directly to what? Directly to the first statement out of the if block. See, if the condition is false, now this is whatever written in the red is false case. When the condition, whatever the condition written here, if the condition is false, see, it is not entering into the if block. If block statements are not going to execute. So control simply come out of the if block and execute. Okay, then again as it is. Okay, so that means the statements, whatever written inside this if block, this if block statement is going to execute only when the condition is true. Okay, so hope you people understood. Now, what is the condition? See, condition I may check for greater than, so two numbers are greater, or the two things are equal or not equal, lesser, greater than equal to, lesser than equal to, like this. We should have only these 6 conditions only we need to write in the place of this condition. Okay, so again, in place of this condition, we have to write either the greater than, okay, greater than or lesser than, equal to, not equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to. Only these conditions we need to write. Okay, only this. So whenever in place of condition, you have to write only any one of these 6. Okay, other than that, we should not write anything. Now, other than condition, we can also write arithmetic expressions. That I will show in the code. Okay. So now this is the general syntax. So similarly, so we can have what? Flow chart also for this. So this is the flow chart. So entry. That means assume all the statements executed and then comes the if condition. For the condition, you have to use this symbol, rhombus symbol. Now the possibility is what? Condition may be true or condition may be false. Now suppose condition is true, what is going to execute? It executes if block statement. So if the condition is true, comes inside the if block and execute all the if block statement. This is in the case of what? If the condition is true. Okay, now if the condition is false, that means after executing all the statements within the if block, again control comes to the statements out of this if block. See, after executing all the statements of the if block, the control is coming out of the if block and executing the first statement. So now after that, again this is the end. Suppose if the condition is false, what to do? So this condition is false, what happens? See, the condition is false, coming out of the if block, this if block statement is not going to execute, it comes into the first statement out of this if block. So directly, see, when it is false, it will comes directly to out of the if block statements, it is not executing this. This is in the case of what? False. Okay, so this is the general syntax of if statement and this is the flow chart of this if statement. Hope you people understood. Okay, so now let us see some of the examples, okay, for this if conditions. Now let us see one example, a simple example. Now I will declare one variable and I need to read that value. If the number whatever we entered is greater than or equal to 18, I will print. So yes, congratulations, you can vote. Okay, that's it. Okay, suppose if the age is greater than 18, then only equal to 18, then you can vote, that message will print. Otherwise, I'm not printing that message. Okay, so that the simple example. For that, as usual, the first statement, I'm not writing the dash include all those statements. Void main, I'm writing. So then I'm declaring one variable. Let us name the variable as age. Okay, then I will write, so clear screen. Clear screen. So then printf. So just I am printing one message to enter the number. So enter the age of a person. Then slash n. Then I am reading the value for that. So since it is an integer, format specifier is percentage %d and we have to use ampersand in the scanf. So that I read the value. Now I need to check. So for that I am using the statement if. Within the bracket I have to check what? Condition. What is the condition? See, the age is the name I have given. So age. So now I have to check whether if condition is what? Age. What is the condition for voting? The age of a person should be greater than or equal to 18. So age is greater than or equal to 18. I'm writing. Don't write semicolon. It will end here only. Irrespective of the condition, the message will print. Now within the braces, now write printf. Suppose if this condition is true, what? The person can vote. So write printf. Congratulations. Congratulations. You can vote. Okay, congratulations. You can vote. Okay, this is the message slash n. That's it. So then once I come out, that's it I want. If it is not, I'm not printing this message. Okay, so simply the last statement will be get ch. Okay, so then I will end the program. This is the program. See, now if the condition is true, it has to print this statement. That means it is entered into the block. If block statement, it has to execute. Otherwise, it comes out. You should not print it. Okay. Let us see the same thing with the. See, I have typed the same program and declared one variable age. I clear the screen, then enter the age of a person. I'm printing the message and I'm reading the age one number. So I'm checking what age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is true, comes inside and it will print congratulations, you can vote. Otherwise, control comes outside, it is not doing anything. Okay, so it is not printing this message. This message will print only when the condition is true. If it is false, it is not printing. Okay, so let us see this one by running this one program. See, I checked for the errors, no errors. So now I run this program. Now I will enter the age of a person. Let us say I enter 22. So 22 is eligible or not? Yes, eligible. So when I click enter, see it is printing congratulations, you can vote. It's fine. So let us give less than 18 value. Okay. So again I will run this one. So now instead of 18, now I will say 17. Okay, 17. So for 17, it is less than 18. Yes, it is less than 18. So it is not vote. So it's not printing at the see, it's not printing. If I press once again enter, it comes out of the program. See, I am entering. And so it comes out of the program. Now let us check by giving equal to 18. So now again enter the age. So I entered 18. Since it is greater than or equal to, it should again print congratulations, you can vote. I will enter, so it is printing the message. Once again entered, it comes out. See, it is for lesser than 18, it is not printing. Okay, let us see. I told for the if block, if condition, you should not use semicolon. Let us see what happens with the semicolon. Now I give semicolon. See, actually what you should get error, but it is not an error. We won't get any error because when you write semicolon at the end of the statement, it indicates that this line is going to end, that's it here. So it is ended here only. So irrespective of the value, whether you give greater than 18, equal to 18, lesser than 18, it comes and it will print this one for all the things, it will enter this message. Okay. So that, let us check this one. Okay. So now I checked for the error. See, I'm not getting any errors because this is not an error. This is a logical error. This is not syntactical. There is nothing wrong here. Okay. So I checked the program. See, it is asking enter the age of a person. Now let us say I'm giving some valid number 22. See again. So you should what? It will print what? Yes, we can vote. See, it is printing. Congratulations, you can vote. It is printing. But now if I'll give less than 18. Okay, now I'll give less than 18. See, now again enter the age of a person. See, I'll give 15. For 15, what it should print? We should not print that congratulations, but it will print. See, it is printing congratulations, you cannot. That means, irrespective of the condition, it is printing both the cases. Why? Because since I ended the statement here only, it is now it is not within the if, because if statement ended here only. So that's why it is printing all possibilities for everything. So if you are, that means if I remove this semicolon, means this is not ended here, this is ending here. That was the meaning. Okay. So hope you people understood how it is if block. Now, I told in place of this condition, we have to use either greater than, lesser than, equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, only 6. Other than this, we can also use some values also. Let us see that one. Okay. Now in my previous video, I told all values are considered as what? Positive. All, sorry, not positive. All values are considered as what? True. True. Even it may be a floating point number, even it may be an integer, even it may be a negative and integer, everything will be considered as what? True only. True. True means what? 1. See, now it's a 1. See, 1. Okay. Now, whether it will print the message or not, now it print the message because 1 is true, condition becomes true. So whenever we check the condition, right? So whenever we check the condition, so here, whenever we check the condition, in place of the condition, it will replace by either 0 or by 1. If the condition is true, it will replace by 1. If the condition is false, it will replace by 0. The same thing now I have done this. Okay. Now same thing, now what I did 1. So it indicates true. See, now I'll check this. See, again, I'm not getting any error. So, okay, but see, this, but checking, giving one warning. Condition always it is true. Yes, it is always true. Irrespective of the value, whether you give value 0 also, it is always true. Okay, so I will check, I will run the program. See, now enter the age of a number. See, I will give 0. Age is 0. That still prints. Congratulations, you can vote. Okay, so now that means here always condition is true because always is 1. Similarly, see, check, I will put 0. 0 means what? False. only 0 is considered as what? False. Only 0 is considered as false. Other than 0, nothing will be considered. Okay, 0 only considered as what? False. So now 0 means what? False. That means their condition is always false. Always false means whether you give more than 18, 100 also, nothing will print. Okay, let us check. Okay. So again, I'll get warning again. See, warning. So what is that warning? So condition is always false. Always false. That means always false. Unreachable code means what is the mean? Yes, condition always because 0. Okay, unreachable code means what? This code never executes. That's what the meaning of unreachable code. Okay. Now since it's warning, so I can execute. So I can execute this. See now it is asking to enter the age of a person. Say I will enter 50. Age is 50. Age 50. The person is having age 50 can vote or not? Yes, he can vote, but it won't print anything. See, not printing anything. If I once I enter, it will come out. That's it. It's not printing. So this is how. Okay. Now we know how to use condition in the place of condition in the if statement. How to use 0 and 1. Let us see other than 0 and 1. Okay. Now we'll say, for example, 3 plus 8. Can I use this one? Yes. 3 plus 8 is what? 11. 11 is what? True. Then always it is true. Okay. See, we'll check this for the. Now again we'll get one warning. See, it is showing what? Our condition always true. Yes, 3 plus 8 is always 11. 11 is a one power. True value always. All values are true only. So it is true only. So it is printing. Even though if you give what? 0, what negative value for everything, it will what? Printing. Congratulations, you can vote. Okay. Now similarly we can compare what? Some other arithmetic operation you can use. Okay, it's like this. You can use any arithmetic operation. All arithmetic operation results in what? Should be integer value. If that value is other than 0, it will be considered as a true. Okay, it will true. Otherwise, if it is 0, then only it considers as false. See, now I use arithmetic operation. Now instead of arithmetic operation, I will say age is equal to 8. See, I'm not checking equality. I'm assigning what value? Some value 8 to age. Okay, now in this place what? 8. So this is what? Again it will result in what? True only. So irrespective of that, it will print. Okay. So again I'm getting warning. What is that warning? Again, possible incorrect. Possible. Okay. Possible, because we may, that means what it may thinking double equals, but intentionally it can equals. It will works. See, enter the age of a person. Say I enter 12. But still it is printing congratulations, you cannot. That means it is also allowed. We can use this one also. It will also result in true always. Always true. Okay. Now instead of that, now I'll check, see what? I will use simply on negative value. -7. Still it works because see, again I told any value other than 0 is treated as what? 0 only. Okay. So again I get one warning. Say condition is always true. Yes, always true. So again, see this executing. So 34 age I will give. Okay, then also it is printing. Congratulations, you can vote. Okay, so that means in place of this if condition, in the place of this condition, either use any of the relational operators like greater than, lesser than, equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to, or use any of the arithmetic operation which results in some value, integer value. If it is any value other than 0, consider as a true. If other than any value, if it is only 0, then only it will be considered as a false. So hope you people understood the concept of the if block with the examples and the standard syntax and the flow chart. Okay. If you have any comments, please, if you have any questions, please write it in the comments. Thank you. Thanks for watching.